Hey guys, sorry I look like crap. Why do I keep making videos when I don't look good and haven't showered? I don't know. Today's video will be a why I love video, and from the title it is going to be why I love Phil Hartman. So, I don't know, my research isn't that stupendous, but this is just like a kind of a summary about him. If I get anything wrong, let me know. Positively, not negatively. Phil Hartman was a character comedian in the 80s to late 90s, and he was born in Ontario, Canada. When I learned that he was born in Canada, oh my god, I cried. You'll figure out why later. But he is probably my favorite actor, favorite dead actor that there is. My favorite live actor is Matthew Gurley, but here's why here's like a synopsis of Phil's career. I think in his 20s, I'm not sure, but he moved to LA, and he got into this improv group called the Groundlings, that I guess was a big deal. I guess after that, he got a spot on Saturday Night Live, which was a really big deal, and that was in 1984, I'm pretty sure. He was on SNL for 8 years, and after the 8 years on Saturday Night Live, he left to just do other stuff. He was in this movie called Greedy from 1994. Yeah, pretty sure. I don't know. I'm not good at, like, I swear to God I'm dyslexic, but anyways. After Greedy, he just was doing other stuff, and then he got on news radio for 4 years, and I was surprised to learn that Phil's career didn't start, like, immediately. Like, he wasn't, like, famous, like, right on the spot. He had to, like, work for, like, a really, really long time, which I guess is a good thing, because hard work is what you get is what you pay for, I suppose. What you give is what you get. Yeah. Yeah, his career didn't start for him until he was, like, in his, like, late 20s to early 30s. Like, when he was on news radio, he was in his 40s, and yeah, and he never got to reach his 50th birthday because Phil Hartman, I'm not going to say died, Phil Hartman was murdered on May 28th, 1998 in the early morning in his home in Hollywood. Was it in Hollywood? I don't know. It was in some area in Hollywood. I can't remember what it was called, but yeah. He was murdered by his wife because I guess they got into a really, like, heated argument, and he went to bed, and she went out with some friends or something like that. No, she came home with a night with some friends, and I guess her and Phil argued, and he's like, hell no, and so he went to bed, and I guess she went in the middle of the night, got a gun, and shot him 3 times, which is really, really unfortunate. It really, really sucks, because I remember I was watching this thing. I think I'll put the link in the description when I get a chance. If you want to know, like, more basically of what I'm saying. There's this thing called The Tragic Side of Comedy, which is kind of where I learned all this stuff from. There was a quote from Joe Rogan on there, which was one of Phil's co-stars on news radio, that no one got to see how truly talented he really was, and I 100% agree with that. Yeah, he got to show what he was about on, like, Saturday Night Live, and he got to shine a bit on news radio, but, like, it's kind of blatantly obvious, but like that's the reason News Radio was canceled, because Bill McNeil got killed off, and Bill McNeil was an awesome character. But here's kind of why I'm making this video. I think Phil Hartman was, like, if you go and watch like old Saturday Night Live and News Radio and stuff like that, and he was in that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, Jingle All the Way. He co-starred in that. He was such an amazing actor. Like, I could never be as good as he was, like, ever. Like, he was amazing. He could do anything. He was the man of 1,000 voices, but then it got narrowed down to 100 voices because of legal reasons. And also, he just, like, he was always, like, crazy, funny, that kind of thing. But, like, he actually seemed, even Andy Dick described him as, like, one of the nicest people ever. He was just, he was generous, and he was just kind to everyone. So he seemed, like, completely, like, I don't know, he just seemed nice. Like, I wish, if he was still alive, I think it would be one of those people that I would love to meet. And he definitely didn't deserve to die the way he did. And also, this is gonna sound really cheesy, but I think that everyone, young or old, should appreciate actors from the past and thank them for their work, not literally go up to them. Yeah, go to their grave if you can find it. Phil Hartman doesn't have a grave. He was cremated. Where was he cremated? I can't remember where he was cremated, but I was really disappointed to find that out, because if I would travel in the near future, I would want to know where he was buried and go see his gravestone, but he was cremated, so I can't do anything about that. And I think we should appreciate actors from the past and thank them for their work. Yes, you see Marilyn Monroe everywhere, and like Audrey Hepburn, but like even that's good. But like, who else? Like Humphrey Bogart and Chris Farley and like stuff, like people like that. I don't know if that just sounds crazy, stupid, or weird, but yeah. So, who is your favorite? That's a question for the comments. Who's your favorite dead or alive actor that is older? Like, not right now, not like not like Sandra Bullock or anything, but like someone who is either passed away or is like has aged quite a bit, who their work was in the past. For me, it's Phil Hartman. My favorite alive, like, current actor right now is like Matthew Goodler, because he's incredibly amazing. But yeah, so yeah, leave me a comment. Who's your favorite old actor? Okay, I'm gonna go. Sorry if I was ranting. I have to go because I have like broccoli stuck in my throat or something because I just had dinner. But yeah, sorry. I'll try not to look like crap next time I make a video. Okay, bye.